What must a political party do to win your support during an election?
I think for political parties to win my support during an election, they need to speak to issues that I think are more than just niche. I think in the last number of years especially, we see the parties playing to very specific needs from their electorate. And I think I'd like to see more centrist parties that focus on sort of the core issues to Canadians. So jobs, the economy, healthcare, and cities and well-being.
Making sure the city is livable, helping the homeless, mainly just like real issues that people go through every second of the day type things, like, you know, just real support for your citizens, not just campaigning and getting your face out there as much as you possibly can.
Having a good way to combat, I think housing prices is a big important thing right now, especially for younger people like us. Housing prices are a really difficult thing for us.
They must stay on their promises. Like, for example, if they make some promise during the elections, they must go through their promise. They must follow along and not make empty promises to the people. That's very important for me.
A party that treats everyone equal, that has that stays current and stays fresh, but really it's like humanity.
Politicians, or the people running for office, need to really just spend more time focusing on what they have to bring to the table, what their party has to bring to the table, and less time bashing the other guy's ideas. Something along the lines of being environmentally proactive, economically proactive, being gender neutral, or even outright feminist government in more than just name. There's a lot of groups that really do need a lot of special attention, and they're not necessarily the people who have the votes. And a lot of the main parties tend to ignore them because they don't have the votes there.
I'd like to see a little more help for the middle class. Like, I understand that there's lots of stuff that they've done to support families and stuff like that, but there's a lot of middle class that doesn't have kids. So I'd like to see a little bit more towards kind of helping the middle class, especially with costs nowadays and things like that as well. So it seems to be a hot topic item.
I think the most important thing is that the political party be inclusive of all residents of Canada. So I think that's a big part of being Canada, is including everybody so that no one gets left out when they're making decisions.
I would say a big priority is to focus on tax reduction. I would say that's important. See if there's further action that can be taken to reduce at a federal level, the GST, or internally within the province, do something with the provincial income tax and the sales tax.
Be more down to earth, be in touch with the people, be more supportive of other cultural backgrounds.
A political party has to care about the people, care about the environment, and care about the future of this country, our present situation and the future of this country. Care about mental health anxiety that's affecting our young children a lot, and the youth, and then care about housing. Housing is a big challenge. It's becoming a big challenge because it's causing homelessness.
Oh my God, just follow through with one promise. Like, besides weed, I don't care about weed, and that's what they gave us because they knew it would placate us for a couple of years. Like, I want to get rid of first past the post. I want someone to show that they've actually gone through the things that they seem to be talking about. As close as we can get, I think it's the NDP, but still that's a little bit too center for what I think needs to happen in order for this world not to devolve. But yeah, it really seems like they're just a bunch of puppets and we're fools for listening to most of the things.
You know, it's the same rhetoric over and over again. You know, you never believe what they're actually going to come through with. So some accountability would be good. So if they've proven, a proven track record would be good.
Well, we don't really have much of a health care right now. Yeah, like ambulances, like people are waiting 2-3 hours to get an ambulance. It's waiting in emergencies for 12, 24 hours. It's kind of sad.
A political party has to be very open with and honest. I look for honesty and openness in their campaign and what they believe in, as well as touching important topics like poverty, opioid crisis, stuff like that.
Education is a big thing for sure. The roads, how our taxes are being spent. We just legalized cannabis and our roads are crap, even though they said that that was going to be used for our roads. Yeah, I think that the platform just has to be something that I agree with.
They have to show me that they're they're open to new ideas and they're not just going to, stick to the same old, because clearly the status quo isn't working. So if a political party is giving me a real different option, then I'm open to voting for them.